No, I love being here. It's always a pleasure. It's an honor to be with the best in the league. Yeah, I look forward for the whole week.
You guys are playing Liga MX, something that I think soccer fans in the U.S. care about a lot. It's rivalry between the U.S. and Mexico. You're coming from the outside, but having played in League Cup, having played in these types of games, what's it mean to you to be facing Liga MX and trying to get a win even as you try and enjoy your time with your fellow stars?
Yeah, the Mexican teams are always very good and very aggressive. I saw that last year or 2 years ago in Leagues Cup. But yeah, it's great to compete against a different league. I think it's great experience for all of us.
Tell me more about that experience. You mentioned the League Cup games or the tournament you guys did so well in. What is different about the Mexican teams? What's it like to kind of get out of the building and live the season? It's a different flavor midway through the year.
Yeah, I think every country or every league has their own flavor and own intensity. But yeah, I always love to compete against the Mexican teams. I had a great experience 2 years ago with the Leagues Cup against Monterrey, Club America. They came to Nashville. It was amazing to see all the fans and our fans competing with them. So I think it brings a lot of credit to all of us.
If you had the opportunity to play in Mexico, which team you would choose?
I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of good teams. I like watching them.
Who do you have as a reference of the Mexican League players?
Players? I mean, now Sergio Ramos in Monterrey is amazing to see that in the Club World Cup. It's great to see the Mexican teams doing well. Yeah, I mean, he's one of the old number 10s. Growing up, at my time, everybody wanted to be a number 10, and you had in every team a clear number 10, and the 10 had flair, had technical skills, things no one could really do. And I think when I'm watching still, the Revolutions, New England Revolutions. Carlos Gil has that, he has that flair, he has that, finesse, and you just enjoy it. That's why I really enjoy watching MLS, because in this league there are a lot of good number 10s. Yeah, I mean, the MLS has changed extremely in the last 6 years. I think it's great to see so many young players are coming out, playing a good season, going overseas, going to Europe, doing well there. That is amazing to see. That is a lot of credit to the MLS. For me personally, it is a very hard league now. Better and better players coming to the league. So it's great to see a lot of talent coming to this league. Yeah, I remember when I signed. I think I signed in 2019 for the season 2020. A lot of German old teammates were like sending me messages like, "Hey, why America? Why do you go to MLS? Why are you not staying in Europe?" And I think now, like couple of years forward, they're texting me like, "Hey, do you think I can come to the MLS?" So that is actually how. It turned around, and I think it's great. It is great to see a lot of European players wanted to come to MLS now. It's a very attractive league.
What has changed to make that perception? Why do European players want to come in?
Yeah, I mean, you see that, I think, with Messi coming to the league, more and more attention, and now having the Club World Cup here, a lot of people see how great of facilities we have here, the stadiums, they're world class, and they see that actually soccer or football is real here, and then of course America is a great country. Why should they not come here,
Are you excited to play with Messi tomorrow?
Say that again?
Are you excited to play with Messi tomorrow?
Yes, for sure. Yes, for sure. Yeah, that's a great question. Coming from Germany, I felt last time I played here in Austin, it's a very soccer community, very soccer atmosphere, and it is great for us players to have that atmosphere. It's very competitive, you can feel like the fans here, they know soccer, and it's great to play in Austin.
Are there any of your current teammates that maybe you've had a disagreement with in the past, but you found a way to be friendly again? Or have you found that there are people that maybe you've had bitter rivalries with in the past that you're having a good time playing with on the same team?
No, I think all of us, we respect each other. Of course, things can happen on the field when you go against each other. Everyone wants to win. It's very competitive, but you always keep the respect to each other. So there's no bad blood.
How gratifying is it for you to have Sam here? You participated in All-Star before, and I just asked him how it is. And he's like, I asked Hany about logistics. I don't know how any of this works, but how is it having your partner?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, we have a great season. He deserves it to be here. Like I told him to enjoy his time, and it's great for all of us to have 3 players here from Nashville SC. Yeah, I think it's an interesting format. I think, like now just like thinking about it, having it in Germany would be cool. It's so competitive, and it's so it's a religion for a lot of fans. So I think having an event where it's more about like entertainment, fun, and skill challenge, could be a cool thing to have in Germany.
Probably wouldn't happen, but if Bundesliga had to pick their biggest rivalry.
I don't know which league. I would probably say either Premier League or Spain, right? These are the big 3. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Italy. Yeah, for sure. I'm a big NBA fan, so it's always cool to see Kyrie Irving.
What's it like right now in Nashville in terms of how the season has been and PJ has been able to come in and have such an impact on the team?
Yeah, there's a lot of excitement. You can see that, I think, last game against Philly and Columbus. I mean, we had almost a sold-out stadium. A lot of excitement around the club, around the city. And, yeah, we just have to keep going.
What's it like for you personally from All-Star? I remember in DC a few years ago, you enjoyed it besides the actual game itself, but you enjoyed a lot of what was going on that year. What's it like for you just enjoying this new festival?
No, I love being here because it's such a different scene what we are used to. We're seeing every time the same things, and you travel a lot. It's a very competitive, very serious, and I think like having 3-4 days, a little bit something for your soul, joking around, and bringing your family, and I think it's a great event. It's great for all of us.
In terms of being a competitor, these are guys who play all season. You guys are always, let's say, enemies on the field, but now you guys are teammates for a few days. How was that to kind of get a reaction?
Yeah, I mean, all of the guys are super respectful, good guys, great players, and I think it's good to, sometimes, especially with some of the players, sometimes during the game you say things, you didn't really mean it, and it's good to be all together and shake hands and joke around. This year I'm not in the skill challenge, but I think the most fun is the crossbar.
And now you're playing with a player that maybe in the past you had trouble scoring against. How does it feel to have him on your team?
Good, but to your point, I scored 3 goals already against him, but yeah, he's a great goalkeeper.
I think in some ways you and him have something in common in that you came into an expansion team and became the face of soccer in that city. What's it been like for you to become that for Nashville, to have that sort of responsibility, but also enjoy trying to be an ambassador for the sport in a city like Nashville?
No, I mean, it is amazing to see how Nashville grew as a soccer city. In 2020, not a lot of people cared about us, like now having, like 6 years later, having our own stadium, training facility, it's amazing. to see the excitement in the city. All the people come to our stadiums and ask us questions, and I think it's great for all of us. But for me it's an honor. Like I will always do my best on the field, work hard, and try to represent in the right way Nashville.
I'm going to ask everybody this, but what is the most goals you've ever scored in a game at any level in your career?
Most goals. Most goals. I think I have scored 7 goals in one game, but I was, I think, 12 or 13. Yeah, it counts.
You've been here now, I think, for almost 5 full years, right? I mean, when you first came to MLS, what did you know about it, and why did you move after maybe bouncing around in Europe?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I didn't really know much before I came here. Of course, I made my research, but like now being in this league for 6 years, I can see how it grew, and it's a very competitive league, and better and better players coming to this league. It's a funny story. Our GM, like they were talking about the plans, bringing me into Nashville, and he said like, "Hey, I want you to be the face of our club. I want you to be the, like the guy in our team." And like when in Europe, there's always already a full team, so it was quite funny because I was the first DP, and like it was a completely different approach than what we are used to in Europe, right? You have always 18 players or 20 players, and you are an addition or help the team somehow, right? Like, but me coming to Nashville was more like, hey, we are building a team around you, like, so that was a very special approach, and I really appreciate that, and it turned out very well.
Did you embrace that? Was that like almost like, how did the pressure feel?
It was more an honor because like you have these people who are planning a franchise, who are planning a club, and they see you of a big part of it, and this is a huge honor that gives you even more motivation to work harder, and to make them feel like, hey, your trust is in good hands.
Last one. Have you had people reach out to you from Europe saying, hey, what's it like, and maybe thinking about coming over here?
Yeah, a lot of I played the youth national team with a lot of the guys, and a lot of good players asking me questions, how the league is, how like everything is here in the MLS, and I hope seeing more German players. Yeah, I mean, in the end of the day, it's a competition, right? Like you want to win every time you step on the field. You want to win, but also it is great to see all the best players in the league come together. Have fun in training, and hopefully we can make it a fun game. The most exciting part here is getting together with all the best players in the league. Getting to know them off the field also, like on a personal level, because you compete with them every single week. Just get to know all the players. Yeah, I don't know if it will benefit me, but it's always nice to have also a personal relationship.
It's not weird at all. Technically, you're in
No, it's not weird, no.
Time for one or two more questions. Can you talk about your experience playing against Messi?
I mean, he's the greatest. Like he can score goals out of nothing. We just played them, I think, 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago. Like he made the difference. I think everyone knows how great he is. Yeah, like watching it from the TV, I never really realized that, like he doesn't need too many touches. Like even if you think like, okay, you're actually really in control of the game, he can strike in any, like second or minute.
Thank you, everyone.
What's going on?
How's it feel just to be around All-Star facilities and watching the superstars in the league?
Yeah.
What's coming up for the next
Yeah, it's really good. Obviously, it's very different to what I'm used to. Back in England, we don't have this sort of stuff, but yeah, getting to know all the players and that's been really nice.
Hany has obviously participated, has been a star in this league. Have you told me anything about how this is the energy around it and how
Yeah.
you deal with it?
Yeah, I've asked him a couple of questions, probably more logistical stuff more than anything, but yeah, it's nice having a familiar face. I know a couple of players, but yes, he's definitely helped.
How has the weather been? How it's definitely coming to
Well,
taste of the
I
summer.
can't lie, it's not as hot as Nashville. Nashville's crazy at the moment, humid as well. But yeah, this morning wasn't too bad. It was actually quite nice.
Sam, in terms for you personally for Nashville here,
Yeah.
you're right there with us. How does that feel personally, and just in terms of what Nashville has been able to do under BJ this season?
Yeah, obviously it's good to be up there. But the main thing for me is obviously just doing well with the team, and I think BJ's come in. He's put a good, made us all work hard for each other, and I think that was the main thing.
When you were a young kid, seeing your name against Messi in those competitions is something that you think made you like, wow, I'm here. This is a crazy moment.
Yeah, it is. At the same time, it's in the back of my head. It's like I want to stay there. So yeah, hopefully I'll be up there towards the end of the season. But the main thing is hopefully Nashville we stay where we are. So thank you.
You bounce around quite a lot in England, various teams and that. Why did you end up coming to MLS? What was the appeal?
I don't know. It was just something different. I was just in the Premier League with Forest. We had a tough season, and I didn't play as much as I want to. I wanted a different challenge, and Nashville came to me, and it was just a really exciting projects, and I felt like it was a growing league. And there's more people have joined since I've been here as well, and since Messi's come, it just seems like the whole league has just blown up. So I think I've come at a good time, and I think there's more people that will come out there. So.
If you don't mind me asking, how much have you heard about Nashville before you came to Nashville?
Not too much. I can't lie. I didn't know whereabouts it was. Obviously, I've heard of Nashville, but I didn't know where in America it was. But yeah, it's an amazing city. The people there have been brilliant. So yeah, I love it.
And then your success this season, what's changed, what's new?
Yeah.
Anything specific?
I'd probably just say the work ethic. I think last season BJ come in and he's put a great work ethic into the team in training. Everyone works for each other, and I think that's just the main thing. You can see when we play, everyone gives it 100%. I think that's the main thing. Yeah, it's amazing. I think it's like I said, I want to stay up there, and I think I want to get more goals and I want to get more points for the team, and yeah, hopefully I can keep doing that. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it was probably just being away from home, to be fair. Even in England, I lived up north, but you can still drive back down. In America, you're away from family for a long time. I think when I first come, I'd done really well, and it was almost like the novelty worn off a bit, and it was difficult moving, I can't lie, but then at the same time, the start of last season, all my family came, and yeah, I felt a lot more comfortable and around the players and around the city, and I think that was probably the main thing. Yeah. Yeah, probably the standard. I think, like I said, probably maybe 10 years ago was probably a lot easier just to say I'll come to the MLS. But now it's, I do get a lot of messages from people I played with asking what it's like, and I think there's a lot of players that maybe wish they came out or want to come out, and it's not as easy these days. But yeah, I think you'll see that the league's going to grow in the next 10 years, and yeah, I'm glad to be a part of it at the moment. Other than Hany and Andy, probably Phil. Phil's in Canargal. I played with him at Forest, so yeah, Phil.
And I gotta ask you, what's the most amount of goals you've ever scored in one game at any point in your life?
Probably the 4 against Chicago this season. Maybe in the youth team I might have scored a few more. I can't remember. Probably not as important, but yeah, even in the Chicago game, I felt like I probably could have scored more. So maybe, hopefully, in the future, I can get more than that.
Sam, MLS now, the last couple of seasons have been playing Liga MX for the All-Star game.
Yeah.
In the past, they used to do the Eastern Conference versus the Western Conference. Kind of just wanted your take on it. Do you prefer playing against Liga MX, their best team, or would you rather see a return to the East versus West type of game?
Yeah, I think when you play against the Mexican teams, they're very good. I think it's good that you kind of mix the two Eastern and the Western conferences. It's a great idea. I think when you do that, it just shows it's almost like an America versus Mexico in a way, and it just shows kind of the differences in the league. And I think it's a contrast of the two different league styles. And yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Going back to something that was discussed about all the travel and the wear and tear that takes.
Yeah.
In keeping up the incredible run of form that you've had, how do you manage your stamina? How do you manage your mental fitness when you were traveling? I mean, an entire continent,
Yeah.
which is very different than any.
It is, yeah, it is, and I think that's another stumbling block that a lot of people face when they come. I think myself, obviously, the same thing. I wasn't used to it, and I think now you've definitely got to prepare for it, because if you don't, then it can, like you said, wear you down. But yeah, I think probably just making sure you're staying on top of your recovery. I said at the start of the season I wanted to stay fit for the whole season, and I'm trying to do that, and so far I have. But like I said, I want to keep it going. I want to play 34 games this year, and yeah, like you said, travelling it does weigh you down. But I think as long as you're keeping up with your recovery, eating the right things, yeah, you give yourself a better chance.
You're temporarily in the coaching hands of Nico Estevez. In the limited time that you had to get to know him, what is it about his personality you find interesting, his style of coaching?
Yeah.
He manages a squad that you're looking forward to over the next couple of days.
Yeah, he was. What I can say, he was really opening this morning, and at breakfast, I think he made sure he went and spoke to every player, and he came up to me and my brother, and was a really nice person. Obviously, we done only a bit in training today, so I don't know too much tactically and technically. But yeah, he seems like a really great guy, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the next 2 days and see what yeah, he can bring.
You said you had guys who were like texting you in the stadium.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not going to say who, because I don't want to.
Oh no,
But
I'm not asking you that.
yeah.
What's your pick?
I'd just say it's a great league. I think obviously each city's different. I don't know. Say I get asked about certain cities, I'm not too sure because I won't spend too much time there. But obviously I can talk about, say, my experiences going to staying there for a couple of days and what Nashville's like and the league in general, and probably just the standard. So yeah. Thanks.
Do you get much chance to keep in touch with what's happening back home football?
Yeah. Yeah, I try and keep up. I do. Obviously, the Premier League's not at the moment. I try and watch it whenever I wake up. It's nice because our games aren't till later, so I can wake up and watch all the games. So yes, I definitely keep up with it. Yeah. Probably Forest. Forest still. Yeah. Cool. Cheers. How's it going? Hiya. Yeah. Yeah. Probably my dad. When I was younger, I used to play in school, and yeah, I just loved it. I loved probably the camaraderie, just playing with your mates. Yeah.
What age did you start playing?
Probably about 6. Yeah, 6. I'd say that's why I realised how much I loved it.
What's some advice you give to kids my age or younger?
Just hard work. I think you see a lot of players. Hard work, and a lot of time, if you put in the work, you'll reap the rewards. So yeah. I used to play FIFA before it was EA Sports. Yeah, but not anymore. Yeah, I haven't got the time. Thank you. Appreciate it. I said at the start of the season and the team have, I think we want to win a trophy, whether that's the US Open, the MLS Cup or the Supporters Shield. I think we're in the running for all 3 of them, and I think the main thing is just keep doing what we're doing. Obviously we're only probably just over halfway through the season, and everyone in the team just wants to be there at the end of the season, and as long as we keep doing what we're doing, I think we'll be there. Thank you. Thank you. Tex-Mex, yeah. Probably. I've only known a Tex-Mex pizza, to be fair. That's the only thing I've tried, but I'm sure I'll go out tonight and try some food. And no, not yet. No, I'll try some tonight, maybe. Yeah. Thank you. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think the first game I played against him, it was Leagues Cup 2 years ago when I first joined. I was probably looking forward to the final more than playing him, but at the same time, it's almost like you don't realise until after what you just done. And yeah, I think definitely has an aura about him, and obviously he's probably the best player ever to play the game. And it's special probably every time you play against players like that. But at the same time, my mind's always focused on the game. So. Yeah, I think whenever you play like good players, obviously managers always want you to probably put a challenge on them, probably like just get into him early. And the thing I found with him is like you can't even get near him. Not so much that he's so quick, but just because he finds space. And I think good players always can find space. And when you can't even get near someone, it's hard to kind of tackle him. So yeah, thank you. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I've heard the fans are really good here. Probably similar to Nashville in a way. It's a newer franchise, and yeah, I think the fans are definitely something that I'm looking forward to playing in front of. And yeah, I love a good atmosphere. So yeah, I'm excited. Thank you.
Felicitarte por MLS All-Star, tú que eres un veterano de la liga, ¿cómo te sientes en este MLS All-Star, en esta selección para ti?
Hola a todos, bueno, la verdad que muy contento, ¿no? Creo que esta es mi primera All-Star, ¿no? Después de tantos años en la liga, la verdad que muy contento, espero poder disfrutarlo de la mejor manera y pues poder tomar este partido con la mejor seriedad, ¿no? Porque sabemos que enfrentamos un rival también que juega muy serios, entonces aprovecharlo y disfrutarlo.
Tú que tienes mucho tiempo en la liga, ¿se siente la rivalidad ya desde esta semana contra la liga mexicana, especialmente el último resultado del año pasado?
Sí, creo que siempre se sabe, ¿no? De que se pelean por quién es mejor, ¿no? De los dos, entonces al final pues tomar este partido de la mejor manera, con seriedad, y esperamos poder disfrutarlo en primer lugar y poder lograr el objetivo, ¿no? De poder demostrar que la liga de la MLS pues ha mejorado en muchísimos aspectos y que vamos creciendo cada año.
Quiero preguntarte por Brad Stuber, arquero que esta vez vas a tener de tu lado. ¿Qué sabes de él? ¿Cómo lo ves jugar? ¿Cómo te sientes para la ayuda que te puede dar en este partido?
Bueno, creo que todo lo que están acá, ¿no? Creo que es porque vienen haciendo bien las cosas y la verdad que pues si se da la oportunidad a él, pues que la aproveche, ¿no? Creo que tratamos de poder aportar en lo que podamos, ayudarlo a cada uno de ellos, ¿no? Igual ellos ayudarnos a uno en lo personal, ¿no? Y creo que eso va a ser importante el día del partido y primero Dios podemos lograr un buen partido.
Y hablando de tu país, ¿qué significa haber sido seleccionado para un evento como este representando a Honduras?
La verdad que orgulloso, creo que todo el país estamos muy orgullosos, ¿no? Creo que para nosotros los hondureños no ha sido fácil poder estar en esta nómina, ¿no? Y la verdad que agradecido con Dios en primer lugar que se me dio la oportunidad de poder estar aquí y la verdad que me siento orgulloso de poder representar a mi país.
A propósito de estar aquí, ¿no? Jugó aquí también y el estadio fue una locura con fanáticos. ¿Qué se siente hoy volver al jugar ante unos fanáticos que probablemente no pueden jugar?
Sí, la verdad que creo que los hondureños estamos por todos lados, ¿no? La verdad que siempre que venimos a jugar, ya sea en cualquier estado de aquí de Estados Unidos, siempre nos sentimos como en casa cuando no nos toca enfrentar a México, ¿no? Entonces siempre nos sentimos en casa y la verdad que esperamos que el día miércoles pues la gente pueda estar ahí también, ¿no? De que nos nos vengan a apoyar, no solo a mí como en lo personal, sino que también al equipo, ¿no? Creo que también la afición juega en los partidos, ¿no? Y creo que eso va a ser de gran ayuda.
¿Cómo se sentía entrenar con el profe Nico? Estaba preguntándole a los otros compañeros tuyos algo en especial que de pronto hayas visto ahorita entrenando con él, que les haya dicho, algo diferente.
No, todo tranquilo, creo que sabemos de las capacidades que tiene él, ¿no? Por algo es el entrenador del equipo de las Estrellas, ¿no? Y pues hasta el momento solo nos hemos saludado nada más, creo que no ha habido mucho tiempo para poder dialogar un poco, pero bueno, creo que en los próximos 2 días que vamos a tener de estar acá vamos a poder charlar.
¿Hay alguien de Liga MX que te da ilusión enfrentar?
Creo que uno como jugador siempre quiere enfrentar a los mejores, ¿no? Creo que uno ahí es donde se mide, uno si está a la altura de enfrentar ese tipo de jugadores, ¿no? Ya he enfrentado a muchos jugadores de la Liga MX en la selección, a nivel de selección, y pues la verdad que poder enfrentarlos nuevamente, ¿no? Creo que eso es muy bonito, ¿no? Y como les digo, que disfrutar del partido porque sabemos que vamos a enfrentar un gran rival.
Listo. Gracias.
Listo, gracias.
¿Guacamole o qué?
Guacamole.
¿Taco o hamburguesa?
Taco.
¿Regional mexicano o reggaetón?
Ninguno, neutral ahí.
Neutral,
Sí.
neutral. Gracias.
Listo.